What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi coming back at you again today with another video for Dragon Ball Legends. We finally have some new hype things to talk about. Well, hype, relatively speaking, but as you can see in the background over there, we do have the game's second combo support type unit with two characters in one coming to the game with Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Now, this is obviously a natural and a good choice for this type of unit, but it's just interesting because it might not necessarily be like the hypest unit. Like, they definitely could have done like a Goku Vegeta or something like that, but they seem to be holding out on, like, you know, the Rose Zamasu combo units. They're keeping them in the back pocket and saving them for the future. So with Broly, Chi-Lai, and now Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 coming to the game, we will have two of them. Now this one's probably going to benefit the movies tag a little bit more. I don't know, maybe females, but like we saw with Broly, Chi-Lai, it kind of defaulted more towards Broly a little bit, and the Saiyaman 1, Gohan, is the main unit that you actually play as on screen. So probably not going to be a females buffer, but we're going to have to see. Definitely going to be movies, hopefully something else relevant to help bring back some tags that might be a little bit underused right now. So let's go ahead and bring up the internet here. We're going to check out not only the Saiyaman 1 and 2, but there's actually another one of their little cryptic teaser hint style tweets that they put out. So we're going to look at that as well. So bringing up the internet here, let's start with the Saiyaman 1 and 2 preview. Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 assist coming soon. Support allies with heals and buffs while hindering enemies by sealing arts cards and increasing their damage received. Use the dynamic duo to support your sagas from the movies team. Use your righteous flame for good. So it's kind of interesting. They're very much pushing this as a movies unit because they are from the movie, the Perudagarn movie with Tapion and Minosha is where they're pulling them from. I actually forget. I think it's movie 12, 11. I'm forgetting now the numerical order of some of the movies. But let's go ahead and look at the preview. I don't actually want to put it full screen or not because last time I did for Majin Vegeta, I got a copyright claim. But of course, we have them both featured on the card, and then Saiyaman 2 just kind of jumps out of the way. It shows Gohan doing what I would assume is the blue card there, where she comes back on screen and they just punch the crap out of DKP. And it's going to show what I believe to be an Ultimate Arts next. Oh, it's kind of laggy. Why are you lagging, Twitter? So, Ultimate Arts, yep, with Blast Armor. You'll see her coming back on screen again for a much more impactful combo. And like I said, it's got to be an Ultimate Arts because it looks way too clean to just be a blue card. And they also, I mean, the other card could have been a green, like where they both come out and just punch right there. I guess that could be a green card, but we don't have like a health bar on screen to get any indication of whether damage is being done or not. I'm going to assume that's the blue, and then they have an Ultimate Arts as well, which is this with Blast Armor. And yeah, they both just, I love that little kick from behind that Gohan just kind of like pushes them. And I mean, it's a very iconic scene. It works very well as a combo unit. It's just, again, very few people probably would consider this their favorite character. I mean, if they're good enough and bring back movies, like Bojack really needs some defensive help because he can't take hits very well. The yellow Gohan is arguably still decent, but then you have like the Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 red Gohan and these red cells and all these other relevant red units running around. It makes things very dangerous for him. And then I would assume it would still be like those two and this Gohan, or maybe Zenkai Broly, this Gohan, and someone else. Like, the team is going to look a little bit different if this unit is good enough to kind of resurrect them. So with that being said, I can't actually like scroll too far through that because it's dangerous to scroll through the tweets. Moving forward to the teaser hint that they displayed only 3 hours ago. Of course, I slept like a normal human being last night and didn't see this until I woke up early this morning. Still only 9 o'clock for me here, but as you see, the GIF turns a very bright shade of pink and it just says Dragon Ball Legends Dragon Ball. So we don't have too much indication of what this means. It's kind of a very specific shade of pink. So I've come up with a few ideas that we can walk through as to who this is going to relate to. Again, I'm not going to actually click on it because the pink, and you guys can only imagine what type of replies are going to be in that Twitter thread there. So, pink, when you think that color, that shade of pink right there, what obviously comes to mind first and foremost is going to be some type of like Majin Buu character. Like, I mean, he's just the standard of pink in Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z more specifically. It's a little bit of Super too. But that shade very nearly matches. I'm just clicking on like random art and single cells here. But yeah, pink, Majin Buu, it does make a lot of sense. Now, we've covered most of Majin Buu's forms in the game, so I would say that they might be finally ready to release a transforming or possibly a Legends Limited version of Buu here. So, other than the evil Buu, because he's gray. It could be really any of the other Buus. So, with that being said, pink Majin Buu does make sense. With that out of the way, another obvious choice for pink would be like something like Rosé here, like a transforming Rosé unit that we're still kind of lacking in the game. We don't have a second version of Rose, and his first one has gotten to the point where you don't actually use him in battle very often just because he's not super relevant anymore. Newer characters have come out. So with that being said, this is kind of, I don't know if that would be like the same shade. I guess like his hair would be here. That could be like the same shade of pink. So it is possible that this is in reference to like a Rosé unit. I wish it played faster, but I don't know. It's something that's definitely possible. Majin Buu or Rosé would be your two most foremost choices, I would say, like when you're thinking about that color pink. Now, as you can see on screen here, another matching color of pink would be our good friend Monica here. I don't know why they would actually release this character in game, but going through all the possible options for that shade of pink or somewhat near it, Monica does come up as a potential option. You know, the very similar color there, with the green nips, and yeah. So I don't know if Dragon Ball Legends is ready to release a Monica character, but again, I just had to list it because it was one of the options that came to mind. Next up here, another one that actually would be extremely cool would be the pink-shirted Badman Vegeta character. This is something that doesn't get too much love in Dragon Ball games because it's kind of like a little one-off comedic thing, but I believe Dokkan has featured a version of this Vegeta, and I think that would be really cool if they brought him over to Legends. Like, we got Shallot with like the Piccolo and Goku outfits from the driver's license episode, so why not get a really cool kind of just quirky version of Vegeta, Badman Vegeta. But the color pink just came to mind, so again, it's another option that I had to bring up. Something that I don't think is very likely, but again, just out of all the possible options that we had to cover, we got this pink elephant MFer, Rumshi, I guess would be his name. The god of destruction from, I don't even remember which universe the elephant is from off the top of my head. So please forgive me, but yeah, that was just a possible option that I thought of when I thought of all the possible pink characters. Of course, Ribrianne is another potential option. You got a lot of pink going on with her character. Now, her actual suit seems to be a little bit of like a more saturated shade of what we saw in the tweet. But, you know, that's people's artwork there. The original Brienne has a nice, very similar pink color here. The transforming Ribrianne unit. Anything is possible. So, I just, again, going through all the options here. And lastly, we got our good buddy Dodoria, who also is that similar shade of pink. Now, do I think it's going to be a Dodoria unit for Frieza Force? Probably not. It's probably about as likely as getting that elephant god of destruction. But to my knowledge, that is all the characters that strongly feature that shade of pink in their character design. There could be one or two others that I've forgotten, but those are all the ones that I could think of off the top of my head. And yeah, what do y'all think? Do you think it's going to be, out of those like 6-7 characters I just showed off, do you think it's going to be Rose, Badman Vegeta, Majin Buu, Monica? Like, what do you think this teaser is specifically referencing? We also don't have an exact time frame for when it would drop. In the podcast, we covered a question like, do you think the next step up will be not until Black Friday? And it seems that that may not be the case if this is in relation to a hype enough banner or a hype enough unit. We might be seeing something coming significantly sooner to kind of drain people's resources out a little bit during this downtime of the year. And then as we get closer towards the Black Friday, of course, another banner will come up where they'll want you to top up all over again. You know, that's the way these games work. So with that being said, that's about all the new information that we directly have to cover based off of 3 hours ago of today, September 29th, isn't it? That is the case. So with that being said, hopefully I can keep you up to date here. Now, a little bit about my absence from YouTube. We have been doing a new project, and when I say we, I mean myself, Goresh, Bradical, Gaming with Talon, and Silly Noir have all teamed up to create a kind of one-stop shop for not only Dragon Ball Legends and Dokkan content, the home of the new podcast on the weekends, the Ultimate Tag Team Podcast, has been ceremoniously retired and resurrected on this new channel. So we'll have that, as well as we're trying to step out of being confined only to Dragon Ball gacha games. So we're going to try some new stuff with Genshin Impact, potentially things like Cyberpunk 2077. We have a Twitch channel also where we've been playing Among Us as a group because that's, super popping right now. So with that being said, that is mostly where I've been, is kind of creating a lot of content / helping out with back-end stuff for this new channel, as well as Dragon Ball Legends being somewhat boring. I haven't had really too many great ideas for content to make on it. I honestly haven't even been playing it very often, y'all, but I did want to keep you updated. Nothing about this channel is dying off or changing. It's, again, kind of bored of Dragon Ball Legends, haven't had too many ideas. Now, if y'all are willing to watch me expand into other games, other contents, then that would be great. I have been playing a little bit of Genshin Impact. It's actually been running silently on pause down here while I've been doing the Dragon Ball Legends stuff. So I have been trying this out. I'm not going to spend any money on it. I'm very free to play. But, different games like Genshin Impact or potentially, I don't know, anything else that I feel like playing. It's kind of a problem. I haven't had too many games that I've really been enjoying. But Left 4 Dead 2 just came back out with some new content, so we could maybe throw some of that up, do some live streams Among Us. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Sorry I've been a little bit absent, but I definitely hope y'all are willing to check out the 5-9 Gaming Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube channels. I believe on Twitch and Twitter, it's 5-9 Gaming with the number 1 at the end. And then, of course, on YouTube, we are just 5-9 Gaming. So hopefully we'll be able to grow that, make a really nice brand out of it with the collaboration between all those other creators. Should make things fun and interesting. I hope we can entertain y'all as well. And, of course, I will still be active and uploading on my main channel here, Nasdorachi. More so even when I can find some additional fun games I like to play and create content for. So with that being said, that's about all we had to cover for today. I'm going to keep it relatively brief. Of course, down in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are on the combo support unit Saiyaman 1 and 2, the movies team, movies meta in general and Legends right now, and as well, what do you think the hints for this new character might be? I'd love to know all your thoughts down below, your feelings on the game overall right now, and any constructive hints or ideas for content and stuff for the new channel as well is all gladly appreciated. I definitely thank all of y'all that have been around to support my videos and content and the new stuff that we'll be cooking up for y'all as well. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to not only this channel, but the other ones that I just mentioned, so that I can see you again on future uploads and new ideas and tons of fun stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a thumbs up on it. Help spread it out on YouTube so more folks can see it. Help boost the algorithms a little bit. With that being said, I'll be seeing you again very soon, either on this channel or the new one. Mixture of both, definitely. And hope y'all have a great day. Peace out, y'all.